Alright guys, welcome back. CFP here, and this is Survival Living. Today we're going to go over some vacuum sealing tips. I've gotten a lot of response back on our flour vacuum seals. Now there's different ways you can vacuum seal flour. Now where we have a little 2-pound bag of flour. We just vacuum seal the whole bag up because it was small, out of the way. But I'm going to show you some different tips on vacuum sealing flour so that it doesn't get all inside your vacuum sealer. Like right here, we do have flour pre-vacuum sealed. It is in a bag within a bag. But let's go over some different ideas with this. Okay, so we have our flour here. One of the things that I've had suggested to me is using a paper bag instead of another vacuum seal bag or paper towel, which we will show the paper towel. I did do paper towel vacuum sealing in my last flour vacuum sealing video, but let's go ahead and start here. We'll open up our paper bag and we will transfer our flour in. Now yes, this can get messy. Just take your time with it. Alright. Now, with paper, the air should come out of this paper bag quite easily when you're vacuum sealing compared to those plastic vacuum seal bags. So we're going to take our vacuum seal bag, get it ready. I'm going to fold this over like I just packed a lunch. Okay. As a matter of fact, you can probably go ahead and fold over a couple more times just so that you don't spill anything while you're putting it in your bag. There we go. Now, since I like things uniform, I'm going to mold this out a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our flour vacuum sealed. Now it is in the paper bag. Get this in position here. And she's vacuum sealing. You probably don't have to hold these lids down. I do. I just feel like it creates a better seal if you're mashing it down. But wait a few seconds. We'll let that plastic cool back down, and then we'll release it here. Alright, so that is our flour in a paper bag. Now I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I'm going to show you with the paper towels this is how I usually do our flour, is with paper towel. But I want to try this and show you all the paper bag method there. Alright, so we've got our flour again. And we have a paper towel. Now once your flour is in your vacuum seal bag, taking the paper towel and placing it on top of your flour directly, so that you're creating a barrier between the flour and the top of the vacuum sealer. Scooped up here a couple of sheets in there. This is 2 sheets that I just loosely put in. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and vacuum seal. And we'll see how well the paper towel hold the flour in place so it doesn't suck up into the vacuum sealer. And we'll hold here for a second, let the plastic cool off so our seal doesn't rip open. Alright, so it looks like our paper towel worked pretty well. So I don't see anything actually leaking past the paper towel barrier to the top of the vacuum seal. Alright, now of course with our prepping, we've noticed that during this time we started running out of sugar during this whole virus outbreak. So we do vacuum seal our sugar, keeps out ants, things like that. It's up to you how much sugar you want to put in these things. I know for myself, that's a cup there, but we always go extra. I mean, it really doesn't hurt anything unless you really want to just make sure you got serving sizes out for what you usually bake and stuff. If you have pre-made recipes are set up and prepped together, I guess you could do something like that, but you know, just put your sugar in your vacuum seal. I've had no problem with sugar trying to go inside the vacuum sealer because of the weight of the sugar. So we'll get this in position. And before you actually vacuum seal, guys, you can actually start to mold out how you want your package to be. Alright, if you've got storage where you're going to store these up like a book sitting upright, you can actually lay out your vacuum sealer exactly how you want it to seal. Go ahead and seal this down. Red light means that it is sealing. Alright, now we're going to give it a few seconds and let it cool off before we release it. But I definitely recommend people to start vacuum sealing some food. We do believe that there is going to be a food shortage coming this way, so may as well start getting your food in order. See there? Lays flat. You can actually stack these just like this, or you can stack them a lot easier this way instead of just have a big bulk at the bottom. So that is our sugar. Alright, so we have rice. I'm a big believer in keeping rice and beans as part of your preps. Now this is a 1 cup serving of rice, unprepared, which actually makes a lot of rice once it's cooked up. But I figure I like to keep my supplies separated. I don't like just keeping a 20-pound bag of rice in one location. I will have 20 pounds of rice stored up, but I'll also have it vacuum sealed individually to our serving size needs. And that way, if anything happens to my preps, I don't have to worry about losing a whole 20-pound bag of rice. I've already got a cup set out, so I can afford to lose a cup of rice to moisture or whatever. It'd be easier for me to replace this than losing a whole 20-pound bag. Now we're just going to the vacuum procedures on this. Some people say you have to have a oxygen absorber in there. Other people say you don't. I have used oxygen absorbers in the past. I've not had any adverse effects of having oxygen absorbers in or not. With rice though, I recommend freezing your rice for up to about 48 hours in a freezer. Let it thaw out and make sure it's dried before you vacuum seal it again. Now if you are freezing it, I would recommend a oxygen absorber in there too, just in case there's still something frozen inside. But yeah, I mean, it's quite simple. You don't have to use a bag this size. It's just a bag that I had available. So yeah, there's our rice. And of course the pinto beans, dried beans, any type of beans works very well as long as they are dried beans for your vacuum seal. Kidney beans, pinto beans, limas, navies, split pea. I mean, there's whatever it is, if it's a dried bean, you can put an oxygen absorber in like I discussed before, or not. I haven't had any problems with it. I have pulled stock before that's over 5 years old without an oxygen absorber and everything was fine. But also you got to take in consideration on your storage. Okay, if you're just sticking them up in an attic somewhere where temperatures reach 140 degrees, odds are your vacuum sealed food is not going to last very long. Now, being that they are dried goods, they might actually last better than, of course, canned goods, because you definitely don't want to do that with canned goods. But your dried goods like rice and beans, they might be alright in an attic environment. At temperature fluctuation though, if it's hot one day and cold the next, I wouldn't recommend putting anything as far as food in those type of temperatures. But there we go. These are pintos. Now this is a cup size serving, so basically for 2 people, because it will be SHTF. We want the extra calories that we need and we can get at the time. half for one, half for the other individual. Same with the rice. It makes a very large meal, and it fills the belly. So there's our beans. So anyway, guys, hopefully y'all have a great day, and speak to y'all later.